Hi everybody, I'm Jodi. This is my Stamp with Jodi YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us for Season 7, Episode 8 of the Great North American Stampin' Show. We are continuing on with our competition this week. We have some exciting new things to show you. First of all, shout out to Julie. She dominated last week. Big victory for her, so congratulations on that. And as always, we each have a project this week to share with you. Look at the description right here for the links for the other 3 videos. Click through, watch them all, and then come back and give your thumbs up vote to the one that you like the most, and we will see who wins this week's competition. All right, let's get started. Our inspiration page for this episode is from the current Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog, page 46, and we've got these 5 card layouts here. And I don't know which one the other girls are choosing, but I decided to go with this one here. I liked how it has, like, even though these are individual die cuts, it kind of makes it look like a big background image. And that's what I'm going to use with you today, is one of our giant background stamps. So kind of, you know, not a ton of color. You've got the strawberry slush and a lighter pink color, and then that darker, probably gray, it doesn't look black. So simple colors, big background-ish type image, little banner with a greeting. So that was my inspiration for the project that I'm about to share with you. So I'm going to pull a few pieces in. This card base is Pool Party. If you look in the description here in this video, you will see all of the measurements, so you can check that out. Next, I am going to go ahead and add a layer of strawberry slush. So I really do like this color combination that I'm using today. Pool Party, strawberry slush. Of course, we'll use some basic white. And then the other color I'm pulling in is Lost Lagoon. I've got a little piece right here. So you can kind of see these 3 colors together, of course, with some white in there. So I think that's going to be really fun. Let's go ahead and take this big giant, I think it might be easier to show you it here on the packaging. This is Flowers Fair, and it's one big background image. So that's what I've got here. I'll set it down on my scrap paper, and I'm going to take my Pretty Peacock ink pad. So Pretty Peacock is not a color that we're using the cardstock of, but we are using the ink. I like it because this ink color is just a little bit darker than Lost Lagoon, and so it's going to be really dynamic on this piece of basic white. So I'm going to set the white up over the edge of the block just a little bit because I do want some white space at the top on the card. Now, this is the key here. I'm going to take this scrap paper and fold it over. And now I can freely rub that cardstock onto the background stamp. I don't have to worry about my fingers getting inky at all. It's so easy to do a background stamp like this. Plus, I'm not trying to lift up this giant stamp and turn it over and apply the ink. So you can see on the scrap paper, that's where all the extra inky mess went. And I just have my image like this. So that is Pretty Peacock on basic white. I am going to ink this up one more time. And this time I'm going to stamp it on that piece of Lost Lagoon. So I will set this over like that, do that same little trick. It's so easy to do, no mess at all. All right, let's see what we've got. Wonderful. I'll set this aside. I think before I put the Pretty Peacock away, I'll go ahead and stamp my greeting. Now, this is from my new favorite stamp set, Reason to Celebrate. I absolutely love this set. I use it all the time. There's such a great variety of greetings. I even know what I'm doing for next week's competition, and I'm using this again. So today we are using the congratulations. So I will just go ahead and stamp that right on my little piece of basic white. I think while I'm at it, I will just attach this, since it's a smaller piece, to this layer of Lost Lagoon. Get that on there. Okay, now the fun part. I'm going to take these two pieces with the background image. This is going to be like the main on my card base here. So I've got the pool party, strawberry slush, and then the white layer with the pretty peacock ink. So that's how the card is going to lay. But I'm going to do this fun little spotlight technique. I'm just going to roughly cut out a few of the flowers. So that one and this one down here. And then this one over here. So I'm just cutting a few of them that I'm going to spotlight. Now, you know, if you've been following me at all, that my style is quick and creative, and there is not a whole lot about cutting things out like this. A lot of people call it fussy cutting. There's not a lot about this that's quick. It's definitely creative, but it's not my usual go-to. Nonetheless, I thought it was worth it because I think it's a really cool look on this card. Now, you might notice I am basically leaving my scissors in one spot and kind of rotating the cardstock. It makes it go a little bit faster, but it still takes just a little bit of time. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out these other two flowers. Okay, so let me scoot all those scraps aside. You can see where I'm just kind of laying these down onto the white layer. So I'll go ahead and slide that off. I'm going to take my adhesive and attach these right over the white stamped image. So this simple little thing just spotlights certain flowers. You could do as many or as few as you wanted to. I just thought the 3 was a nice touch. A lot of times, whether it's embellishments or highlighting or spotlighting like this, you tend to do it in odd numbers. So whether you do 3 or 5, that's just like a little artistic tip, I guess. So I flip it over just to trim the edges. Easy to see what the excess is. Scoot that over, and now this piece is ready to be attached to the card base. Have you done that before? Have you done some spotlighting? It's a pretty cool technique. It just really makes those certain flowers pop, right? It's a fun background, and then boom, your eye just catches that. Now, I want to put my greeting kind of right here in the middle, and that looks pretty okay. But I'm going to pull in this strawberry slush ribbon, and I think this is just going to make all the difference in the world. I'm just cutting, I don't know, about that much. Just kind of set it on here. I want it to be, that'll work. I want it to be just a little bit longer than the layer, and it's going to go underneath it. So it's going to set like that. Now, instead of trying to get my adhesive to stick to the ribbon, what I tend to do, I'm just going to kind of mark with my finger over here where the ribbon goes. And then I'm going to just put some adhesive down in the center of the card. And I'm going to set my ribbon down into the adhesive. It just makes it so much easier. Sometimes when you try to like run your adhesive along the ribbon, it just like gets the fibers and everything on your adhesive and just makes a mess and doesn't work so well. So by putting the adhesive down on the cardstock and then setting your ribbon into it, it's just a much easier process. Now this is getting Stampin' Dimensionals. I'm popping that up. So it's gonna go about halfway down on the ribbon. So it'll sit right there in the middle. Doesn't that just make a world of difference there? Now, do you remember what we did last week with the Wink of Stella? I showed you how to blend color using the Wink of Stella. So when I go over this stamped image, not only is it adding that gorgeous shimmer from the Wink of Stella, but it's also blending the color just a little bit. So these white flowers are getting just the lightest blue tint to their petals. It's just pulling that ink a little bit and drawing your eye in a little bit more. It just kind of differentiates the petals from the leaves a little bit. So I'm just going to do all of these, like 5-petaled flowers that are on the front here. The shimmer is just so pretty. Oh my goodness. All right, and I think this one is the only other one. So like I said, we've got the spotlight with the cardstock, and that definitely draws your eye. But then this extra little bit on these just darkens that a tiny bit. Can you see it? Can you see the shimmer? I hope it's reflecting well. But just that little bit darker, you know, so that is just that stark white. The leaves are the stark white, but it softens these just a little bit and adds that shimmer. Now to finish it off, I am going to use some of my favorite Sparkle Dot Essentials. So I will go ahead and put a few of these right in the center. Again, using that principle of odd numbers, I'm going to use 3. So even though I colored more with the Wink of Stella, I'm going to focus on that triangle, kind of like the same triangle here. All of those things just draw your eye to the center and to the congratulations. So I hope that you have enjoyed this card as much as I have. I love this card. I've got, well, my son's wedding this spring, as well as a family friend. Their daughter is getting married. So I think I'm going to be using this for a wedding card this spring. So the color combination, Pool Party, Strawberry Slush, Lost Lagoon cardstock, but Pretty Peacock ink. That little bit of a darker shade is what makes these petals on the flowers pop even more dynamic. Blending with the Wink of Stella, again, the highlighting by cutting out those flowers. And then don't forget that tip for inking up your cardstock with that giant background stamp. Just flip your scrap paper right over and save the ink from your fingers. All right. So that is what I have for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I hope it earns your thumbs up vote. Click through to the other videos, come back and give me that thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.